welcome to Law Vogue. My name is Vida. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, I'm so excited for the conversation I'll be having today. It's for the fashionistas, as I'll be talking to stylist Tio of Tio'S Closet. Now, we'll talk everything to do with styling celebrities, to her rocking her own looks, and also some of those nasty comments that come through social media, how she takes them. So stay tuned. She'll be joining me after this. You're watching Law Vogue, and my guest Tio is joining me right now as we have a talk about styling people as well as styling herself. Tio, welcome to Law Vogue.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, nice to have you here. And you know, one interesting thing about you is you have one of the most fashionable pages on social media. I was going through your Facebook and I'm like, oh wow. But not just about you styling yourself, you also style other people. So let's talk about, firstly, let's begin this from where the story started, and that's you getting out of university, and then here you are, you find yourself, you find your feet in the fashion industry. Was it as easy a journey just finding your feet in the fashion industry as people might think you've had it?
No, actually. You know, when you're getting into the business, it's always hard when you're getting started because everyone is going to feed you with their opinions, and most of the opinions are things that you're not going to like. So when I was getting in, a lot of people were like, you can't be wasting your degree and your master's degree, because I'm studying for my master's. You can't be wasting your papers like that because...
Like fashion is such a waste.
Yes, like fashion is such a waste. Like your 24-hour your 24-hour thingy job and everything is more important. And I just decided to go with my gut. I mean, it's something that I've always been passionate about. So I went head on according to how I felt. And I think the hardest part was getting started. After I started, everything just fell into place.
Okay. Yeah. Now, with you starting, is fashion for you something that was just an ingrown thing, or were you inspired by something or someone to get into the fashion industry?
Actually, I think it was an ingrown thing. I've always liked putting pieces together. I mean, right from the beginning, as far as I can remember, when I was 10, I wanted to design my own stuff. I always wanted to put pieces together for myself, for my friends, for my family, and everything. And then as years went by, I used to get consultations from people like, what do you think goes better with this and all that and everything. And then I think just along the way, something snapped. I was just like, you know what? I might as well be making money from this. So
exactly.
That's where everything.
We can't be giving out free advice. We have to make money out of it.
Exactly.
Let's also talk about you now. When you started with styling other people, were there any hardships with them understanding that, okay, you know your thing and they should trust whatever style you're going to advise?
Of course, definitely. I mean, we all have different styles. When it comes to fashion, I feel like each one has a personality that goes with their styles. So sometimes you find that even when I have to get some advice from certain people, I'm like, no. This is, I don't want to go this way. Yeah. So I had clients like that, and I still have clients like that, they're not comfortable to get out of their comfort zone. They just want to be in their box. Yep. So that has been a challenge. But when you manage to break down that wall, you can do amazing things together.
That's very true. Yeah. Breaking down a wall, I think is it's even harder when you're working with public figures. You're known to have styled even the current Matero member of parliament. Then he was mayor, I think that's Mao Sampa and his wife in Chimunya. You styled the PR girl. Is it harder working with public figures than it is maybe a regular person that just says, look, I just want to look good for an event, versus a person who's walking a red carpet?
Not really. I think they're just like normal people, just like everyone else. When it comes to fashion, I think it's not even about the status, or if you're famous or you're not famous, like you're popular. It's about an understanding. And the people that I've worked with so far have been amazing. They've been very understanding. When I tell them, like, I think this is what is going to look good on you, they tend to trust me. And in the end, I think the results are amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, with how you tend to style people, do you have a definition for your type of style? You as a stylist, is there a definition for where you are, you sort of identify as a stylist?
Yes. I think I do have my personal style, but I try my level best to actually work with everything so that I can show people that even like I've got a mad addiction for boots. I don't know if you check through the page.
Yes.
I've got every type of boot in my wardrobe. But then I can't just be relying on boots. I need to show that you can look good in sneakers, you can look good in any kind of kicks, you can look good in stilettos, everything. So I try to encompass diversification when it comes to styling. Yeah.
Okay, and because you've mentioned boots, I had to bring this one up, and that's your look to the penthouse party.
Oh, God.
Last year, you showed up in boots and later changed to stilettos.
Yeah.
What was the reason behind showing up in the first look with the boots and then changing to stilettos?
Okay, when I went there, the first look with the boots was me kind of trying to be unique. Okay. I knew that there was no one who was going to wear boots, and I was right. I was the only one. When I got there, I was definitely the only person that wore boots with a dress. Yeah. I know you need to take it a step further by being bold to actually do what most people can do, because a lot of people were expecting like what we're wearing right now. So the boots threw a lot of people off, but they were unique.
They were.
So whether you like it or not, you actually notice that I'm here, I've landed, yeah. So I took off the boots after I managed to get the pictures and I'd shown like, okay, I'm around. Then we can, kick back and relax.
Do you ever get, like, when you wear something like that, you showed up in the boots and people were giving their own opinions of how they felt of the look, the dress and the boots. Do you sometimes get those comments? Do they bring you down, or maybe have you looking twice at a look like, okay, maybe I should have thought twice about this when you look at it? Because Zambians are really big on the comments.
That's so true. Most of the times, like even my Lusaka July look, they posted it on Fashion Police, and I saw it on some other pages on Facebook, and there were a lot of mixed emotions and mixed feelings. But one thing I know is definitely some criticism is going to be there somewhere, because your style is not my style. So what I like might not necessarily be what you like, but when I sit back, there's certain outfits, like I don't regret my Lusaka July. So with the minute you're just going to comment, to me, I'm going to feel like I made an extra effort for me to look like this. So as petty as it might sound, I think everybody does this. If you comment, I'm going to go to your page to see if you're going to do better.
Like, oh, why are you even talking?
Exactly.
That's how your profile picture looks?
Yes, like your profile picture is in black and white, madam. No.
I don't look at the comment section. I don't have the strength to look at the comment section. No, never. Now, you as a stylist and also as a designer, sometimes you do design for people on request. But when we talk of you designing for people on request, is this a part where you start involving other stylists, other designers, or even when you're doing this, you do it solely?
I do it solely. Okay. I think that has been my end goal, except that in the last year I had so many personal issues going on, so I kind of took a sit back. Otherwise, by now it would have been a different story, because the initial plan was to actually have a team that works together to produce clothes that a brand of Tio'S closet. So that's the end goal. I don't want to just sell clothes. I want to make clothes 100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
So. That really, I agree with you. That should be the end goal. Where I think it's not even just about you having that. Then you're looking at even employing more people.
Yes, that's
to work. Yeah, to work with you in creating your own. But even are you proud of where Zambians are standing when it comes to fashion? It's like people are. Their minds are more open now to even just being creators themselves when it comes to fashion. Yes.
I'm actually impressed with the way the fashion industry is taking off in Zambia. I mean, we've been given, we are working with a lot of platforms that are very focused in producing a lot of individuals that are working in the same industry as I am.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of platforms where people can come and showcase their talents, especially when it comes to fashion. And a lot of people appreciate that. And I know it can not be shown like every day and all that, but I think the support that I've received from the time I started this fashion line is very overwhelming. It's good.
Yes, the support has been overwhelming, and that's why we're here with Law Vogue also, so we could support the fashion industry and just get to know more on what's going on in the fashion industry. Now, after the break, I'll continue talking to my guest, Tio, as we talk more on her looks, how she prepares for the red carpet, and also prepares her clients for the red carpet, so you stay tuned. Welcome back to Law Vogue. Thank you for staying tuned. So we're out in Tio's closet, and my guest, stylist Tio, has been talking to us about styling celebrities as well as styling herself as she walks the red carpet. Now, I want us to talk about the different looks that you've had. I know we talked about the Lusaka July. I know how you styled yourself for the penthouse party. But for you, what do you put in when getting ready, preparing for an event which you know that, okay, there's an event coming up?
Oh my God, it's actually a lot of work. It has to run all the way from the hair to the shoes. So you need to think about your hair, you need to think about your skin, because your skin needs to be right.
Yes.
You need to think about your makeup, and then the outfit, of course, which is the biggest deal, and then the shoes. So it's like a whole lot of everything at the same time.
How long does it take you to prepare, when you know, especially for these annual events, how long does it take you to just get everything right?
If I had to be completely honest, for Lusaka July, it took me like 2 months because I was making my outfit myself, and if you saw the pieces were a bit overwhelming. But I think for like standard, maybe like penthouse party or these other like events, probably a whole day.
A whole day.
Yeah, because you need to be fresh, you need to be clean, your makeup needs to be fresh for the cameras and everything. So basically a whole 12 hours. I can't say 24 hours because the other 12 years. So 12 hours of everything, yeah.
Okay. Now when it comes to, I know, even if we have these calendar events, people have this habit of doing things last minute.
Yeah.
Do you take up clients that come to you like, yo, tomorrow's the Lusaka July, I need an outfit?
Yeah, actually, I had a lot last year that came to me like 2 days before, and it was impossible. Like I even told
2 days is impossible, right?
2 days is impossible. You can't. If you want to make a statement, and I think I pride my brand on making a statement, and anyway you have to represent.
Yes.
You can't do something in 2 days. Otherwise, yeah.
Believe me, last year, a day before the event, I was saying I need an outfit made. And my boss said, that's just crazy. You can
It's crazy. You can't.
You cannot.
It's impossible.
Another thing I really like to touch on this show is for you, this is a business.
Yes.
So I like to touch costs also. Now, when you're talking people, and sometimes some people can come wanting professional advice on something, wanting to look their best. But when it comes to payments, sometimes it can be a struggle. Do you experience that sometimes with clients where you do something for somebody, but just paying is a hardship?
My God. I think for every business, they should experience at least once or twice of that kind of client. So yes, definitely. I mean, there are certain people, I don't mean to pry on anything, but there are certain people that just don't have the respect for other people's businesses. I don't think they look at it the way you look at it, like, okay, this is my livelihood. I'm here to make money. So if I render you a service, then you have to pay me back in return. And there are people who just have issues with just paying. I think it's just like an inbound thing.
People like freebies.
People like freebies, I swear.
Really, they do. Now, Tio, we are standing before a few of your pieces right in Tio's closet, and you had told me that mostly you prefer two-piece.
Yep.
Now, what draws you to two-piece, and why is this something that you even recommend for your clients?
Okay, you know what? It's hard enough for a girl to get ready to go for any occasion. So if you're going to throw on a dress or jeans or something, it's going to require you to find a partner. So for me, a two-piece is the fastest I can dress up. And I just feel like I'm more comfortable when it comes to my two-piece. So I definitely would recommend a two-piece because you won't have to suffer like, what am I going to put on the bottom? Or what am I going to put on the top? All you need is just to accessorize. You just throw on the two-piece, accessorize, and shoes. So yeah.
There's something, so before we came on and I asked her to pick out a piece that she would like to show on the screen, like as something that she could pick out as one of her favorites. She picked out this and she's like, oh, of course you'd have to wear it in the night, except for me, I'll wear it even during the day.
I'm not lying. You know?
What are those fashion rules that you find yourself breaking also? You're just like, okay, look, it's fashion, but I'm breaking some of the rules.
Oh my God, I think I break the rules all the time. My friends always say, like, Tio, when you're coming this side, don't overdress.
Is there such a thing as overdressing?
Yeah, there are people that think it's overdressing. Like, Tio, don't overdress. It's just a casual event. I can't help myself. I'm just like, I'm going. And when you see me there, you even be shocked, like, what is this? I swear down, I feel like I'm always overdressed. And I've tried to narrow it down, but I can't help myself because there's so little events and occasions where you can wear these clothes, and I'm not going to buy it and just keep it. I need to showcase it at some point. So
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. But when it comes to, I like to find out, especially with females, I know we all like heels, but when it comes to, are there other events that you even would maybe choose to wear flat pumps or even wear sneakers? What outfits for you call out for such?
I feel like for sneakers, I will not even lie. I'm a sneakerhead. I love sneakers. They're comfortable, they're everything, but I think they just look cute when you're just going on a lunch date or maybe even like a brunch with your girls and probably just like an afternoon event, but not high fashion, like high class event. Like maybe say like the way we have Beerville, like these events in the afternoon. What is that thing?
Party.
Yeah, like what is that thing that happens like every year for RNG events?
The Oktoberfest.
Exactly, yeah. So I think those are the kind of events that you can actually go with in sneakers because you need to be yourself and you need to be comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as we're doing this is during, it's winter time in Z, and mostly people are usually covered up. Today is a little warm, and that's why we're
why we're dressed like this. Yeah,
we're not so covered up. But I want to talk length and also just expose. Is there limits to what you wear? Are you one person to just say, okay, I know my people, when I post on social media, they might be saying things, certain lengths I will not wear, certain body parts I will not expose when it comes to fashion?
Definitely, definitely. I mean, if we all had the guts, we would probably be walking naked around because I have so many ideas and so many fashion like pieces in my head that I would want to rock. Like maybe I would just cover up the nipple or just cover up, you know, the areas that are not supposed to be in the public. But then I think it takes a certain amount of guts to actually do that. So unfortunately for some of us,
not there. Unless we were in Jamaica.
That would have been nice.
That would have been nice. Now, also, back to the topic of just price and spending. When it comes to fashion for you, what's the most you'd go when it comes to costs?
As in buying for myself?
Buying for yourself, yeah.
I wouldn't lie. I don't have a limit.
You don't have a limit?
I don't. I swear down. I like it, I want it, I get it, I buy it.
Are you serious?
I'll cry later. I'll cry, I promise you.
We'll cry about the bank balance later.
I will cry about the bank balance later, but if I see like, okay, this is me, I'm buying.
You're buying it? Oh,
I'm
wow.
buying,
I like that. I really like that. No, with that said, so what's the most expensive item that you own in your closet?
Oof. Obviously, you know where this is going. It has to be boots.
It has to
I
be
have
boots,
this amazing pair of boots that I got some time back. Was I supposed to include the hair? Because even hair is expensive. But okay,
hair is expensive. Hair is expensive.
Hair is expensive. So let me not touch the hair. Let me just strictly clothes and thingy. I think I've got a boot that is like, that costs like 3,800.
Do you find that also restrictive when it comes like with how sometimes people are, they hold back on spending on what they're wearing? Do you find that restrictive as a person who creates for fashion?
Yes, it is. It is restrictive. The thing is, when it comes to everything, people have got a budget. So I would rather, if we're going to work together, let me work with you towards your budget. So you come to me, you tell me this is the limit, like I can't go beyond this. Yeah. So me as the person that you want to work with, I will have to understand and probably even explain like, okay, with this budget, this is what we can do.
Okay.
Yeah. So a solution is always found, but we are available for everybody, every budget. I'm not that expensive. I'm not expensive anyways. So I cater for everyone. I'm 100 kwacha. Even 50 kwacha.
Yeah. Now, lastly, what I want to know from you, you being a fashionista, do you find yourself also controlling your circles when it comes to what your friends are wearing?
Not really. But
you don't express your opinion like, yo, friend, no.
I do. I do. I think maybe the way you ask the questions, obviously I'm going to have an opinion. Like, okay, my girl, this one is not working out.
Yeah.
Try this and that. But I love the way the relationship I have with my friends and my family. I mean, they video call, they text, they show me pictures like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, does this and this go and all that. So usually I don't find myself in a situation where I'll have to say something about something because most likely they've already like asked for some advice in that area. So we're good like that.
We're good like that. So thank you so much for joining me today, Tio.
Thank you for having me. I loved it here.
Great. So I'm saying bye right now, but Tio will be joining you for some fashion tips, so you stay tuned.
Hi guys, this is Tionge Tembo of Tio'S Closet, and these are some of the fashion tips I want to leave you that are going to help you, not just within the winter, but also in the summer as well. So for starters, I think I'm going to start with my favorite piece right now, and that is gloves. Gloves are always in style and they will never go out of style. So a lady needs at least one pair of gloves. Secondly, a t-shirt or a bodysuit that is white is a necessity. Third, a leather jacket, black to be precise. Fourth, black tights are a must for any girl. And then fifth, some stilettos, like the ones I'm wearing, but definitely have to be in black. So if you find, you will find that the 5 tips that I've given you are some things that you can play around in your wardrobe, that you can wear anywhere, and that you can mix up at any occasion. For more fashion tips, please follow our Facebook page on Facebook. We are Tio'S Closet, and Instagram Tio'S Closet as well. But if you want to reach out when it comes to styling or any fashion tips, you can also hit me up on my Instagram as Tionge Tembo and Tionge Tembo on Facebook as well. Thank you.